दोस्तों नमस्कार, जय हिंद। As far as the personal interview part in SSB is considered, it has become a little, it has become a subject which is kind of open to everyone. But anyone and everyone speaks about it, but nobody knows about it. And students per se tend to take it little less seriously. मतलब अभी ये कंसेप्ट दिमाग में आ गया अनफॉर्चुनेटली कि एसएसबी का मतलब सिर्फ ग्राउंड टास्क है, आउटडोर है, बट ऐसा है नहीं। थोड़ा बहुत साइक है। साइक में भी बहुत सारे मिसनोमर्स हैं, उसके बारे में बाद में बात करूंगा। बट एज फार एज इंटरव्यू गोज, लॉट्स लॉट्स ऑफ misinformation, I will say. What is the origin of the misinformation? Why there's so much of misinformation is because probably the concept has gone into the mind कि interviewer is only interacting with me to see me physically. Maybe you're totally mistaken. Interviewer has equal marks. I mean, marks distribution is you have to individually clear the you have to individually pass through the interview round as well, not only GTO. So if you think that I can do good in GTO and this and that and I can be recommended, well, I'm not going to talk about the combinations. There are possibilities, but then interviewing officer की जो weightage है वो GTO से कम नहीं है, ज़्यादा नहीं है, तो कम भी नहीं है. Similarly, psych की भी. क्यों उसको हम लाइटली ले रहे हैं? ये सवाल का जवाब देना मेरे लिए मुश्किल है, बट ले रहे हैं. और एक और चीज मैं देख रहा हूँ कि एनीवन एंड एवरीवन इज टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरव्यू. somebody who has never been to DIPR also is taking interview, putting videos. It's not possible practically because it is a psychological interview. To understand that the primary core basis is psychoanalysis, and psychoanalysis is something which cannot be done by everyone and anyone. Many people think that interview is only about how I speak. No, never. How you speak is not as important as what you speak. And what you speak is what defines you more. What exactly is the thought process behind what you speak? And if your thought process is, for example, XYZ, then why it is XYZ? It is very deep, it is very intensive. It is something which can not only lift your chances of recommendation, but also fill you with a lot of self-awareness, self-realization. So please, for God's sake, don't take interview lightly and do not come out of the misnomer the interview SSB is all about Rassi Fatta Balli. It's not. The essence of Rassi Fatta Balli is also something else, something more than what you imagine. SSB, there is nothing, no physical test is there. The test is of mental stamina per se. So there is a reason why there is outdoor tasking. It is primarily to check your mental stamina under stress. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the interview. So how exactly should you prepare for your personal interview? Now, also emphasizing on the word personal interview is to bring to your notice that it is personal in nature, purely personal interview. Many people confuse it with it's about general knowledge, general awareness. No, not about that. It's not at all about general awareness. Does knowing general awareness, knowing things around you, being situationally aware help you in interview? Yes, it does. It will. And of course it will, because more knowledge gives you more confidence for sure. But is asking general awareness question actually a evaluation part of the interview? Not really. Evaluation is about personality, about the various facets of personality. Many people also try to think that I can manipulate the interviewer, I can play smart, I will not say this, I will not say that, and he will not know. You're mistaken. You have to play along. You have to play along with the interviewer, so he is the Pied Piper. You cannot be the Pied Piper, you cannot be the person who is controlling the interview. The control of the interview stays with the interviewer. More you try to gain the control of the interview, more is your chances of qualifying this interview becomes rare. If you go by the calculation marking and all the assessors can actually hamper your chances of recommendation. This is how it has been designed, and everyone has equal rights in the conference. So if interviewer feels you cannot be recommended, you will not be recommended. So how to prepare for this kind of an interview? What should be your approach? In my opinion, the best approach for this kind of interview is to know yourself, oneself the most. That's where the focus is. How much you know yourself, to what you may call as self awareness, insight. If you are someone without an insight, if you're someone who doesn't know himself for some reasons, I'm sorry to say you cannot excel in an interview like this. It's impossible. Because it's all about you. So, what I keep telling, it is an art of knowing you through you. So, I can only know you through you provided you know yourself through yourself. How much you know yourself. Most of the time, we'll talk about the symptoms. I cannot communicate freely. I have a very serious expressions on my face. These are symptoms. What is the reason behind this? You would like to see there. Why you cannot express freely? What stops you from that? Is it lack of knowledge or is it lack of self belief? Why you're holding a serious face all the time? You may say, I look like this. No, you don't look like this. You are like this. So why are you like this? Your face is the mirror of your thoughts. It reflects your inner energy. Why is it dull, boring? It's not because you're like this. No. Maybe you're overthinking a lot. What are you overthinking? What what happens if someone overthinks? Which oil cue goes for a sex in this? How it affects other oil cues? This is how the mind of interviewer is running. He's evaluating you, he's understanding you, he's analyzing you, and he is in a way trying to understand the reasons and sub reasons why this personality is like this. How it matches with his PIQ. That's why interviewer focus on PIQ is very high. What has been the background? What led to this situation, as we say in the TAT? What led to this situation? Someone is like this, what is the reason that he is like this? So it's a very beautiful technique. It's a very powerful technique, I say. I have heard a lot of assessors also telling it there is no technique. I'm telling you, there is a huge technique in this. If the person knows his job, he can really get deeper into the person and can find the reasons of his failures, of his debacles, of his inability to express, of his whatever reasons might be hampering him. So please take this interview very seriously. Do not try to give interview to anybody. That not only pollutes your mind, it also costs you. Because your subconscious mind stays fragile. It absorbs things and react. So with this note, I would like to wish you all the best. Keep trying hard. Do your best as much as you can, but please take interview as seriously as possible. Thank you. Bye bye and Jai Hind.